What a game one, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not seen that, well, first, you've just been spoiled by seeing that the Blitzkrieg won, but you should go check it out anyway. It was great back and forth. Kenos here with Chaosix going into game two. What are you doing if you're White Wolf, Chaosix?
I didn't really like I didn't hate rather their gameplay in that last game. There were a couple of mistakes here and there, especially around the ult usage in the later team fights. But honestly, if they just like ran it back, I could see them easily winning it again, or rather winning instead.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I just hope that they run a similar comp, right? Um, maybe change some champions out depending on bans, but I think they could see success with that.
Do you ban the Poppy?
I don't ban the Poppy. Maybe just ward a little bit better. Really can't rail that home enough. Ward's very important, especially with Poppy. She's kind of like a Zac, although she can't jump walls. She's going to come at you from similar angles, especially again in the mid lane where we saw Poppy ganking several times.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to be cognizant of the Poppy angles in the early game, and if Poppy doesn't get those early kills and just keep you know snowballing it into more ganks and more kills, um, her late game was just okay. It's kind of like a stun bot,
Mm-hmm.
tank, pool of HP. So I leave it up personally. We'll see if they feel the same.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that Poppy is something that was that big of a threat they need to get banned. Just very well played by Pistol Crab. Great engages, great attacks, great peeling. Very well played altogether by both junglers, as we said before. And I
Hmm.
do like what you touched on there a little bit about the ultimate usage. It seemed as though White Wolf was kind of up to their namesake, always thought they saw a weakness and would go all in on the throat, and then whenever that wouldn't result in a kill, or even if it did result in one kill, suddenly all of these big power team fight ultimates weren't getting their full potential anymore.
Yeah,
And then the other members of the team from Blitzkrieg could turn around, clean up, more fully utilize their ultimates, such as the Cass ult, such as the Misfortune ult. And that did lead to some problems for White Wolf for sure. Um,
yeah.
so,
Actually, oh sorry.
no, go ahead.
You just reminded me that I saw a lot of Nico ults end up getting whiffed through no fault of Ace's, really. Nico needs to be kind of in the middle of the fight to get a solid ult on people.
Hmm.
But in those later fights, she was getting popped before the ult was even finishing being cast. So maybe in draft, I replaced the Nico with something else. Um, I don't really know what
Lux.
off the top of my head. Lux, sure, Lux got banned, but something like that.
Hmm.
Um, Something with CC. Lux is a good choice if it's not being banned. Um, but maybe just something a little bit safer is kind of the point. Something that doesn't require a squishy to be in the middle of the team fights might do them some good.
Yeah, for sure. I was surprised that the Lux got banned, and maybe they'll pick it in the first group here because and I mean, maybe part of the drawback was that they were not wanting to get counterpicked if they could avoid it. Maybe Ace just wanted to
Hmm.
practice on Nico. But I feel like outside of the big AOE and some of the mind game stuff that Nico provides, I feel like Lux could have done all that while also staying safe. We do have comments in chat saying Nico was only not great because of Cass, so that counter pick does work out pretty well for them. Um, the teams are
Yeah,
having an in-depth discussion about diabetes, so we'll be another minute
interesting.
or two. Um, but
No,
we will see
that's
what happens. Oh, here we go.
oh yeah, jump straight in.
All right. So let's see what the picks and bans end up being here. I think that Blitzkrieg will probably ban the same amount of stuff. Maybe they'll take the Ornn off because he's just not fun to fight against.
Hmm.
But we'll see what happens.
I'm wondering if Odin's going to try to play something a little bit more
Fun.
damage. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say fun, but yeah, kind of. Something not Ornn. Get him on a carry champ. Would be really cool to see. We certainly know he can play them.
It's funny, we went through the first couple of weeks of the split with no one banning Akali. But now suddenly... yeah. Oh, do it, J-Dog. What's the harm? Blitzkrieg is guaranteed first place now. Just don't pick Riven. Come on. It's more interesting. Alright, just goes Darius.
Maybe not more interesting, but a solid pick for them.
Yeah, solid pick for him. I'm not, you know, I'm very impressed. I think everyone's very impressed with how J-Dog has developed using Darius, so it's never a bad time watching him play Darius. So we'll see what sort of changes. Obviously, the Kaisa. Very easy pick there. Did very well. Did get caught out a little bit toward the end. But we'll see with this second pick what sort of adjustments happen, if any.
Yeah, he played the Kaisa really well. There's Ornn again.
Yes.
I don't think him getting caught was necessarily his fault. It was just kind of, you know, their front line blew their ults and stuff, and so people could just get through and smash him. So he played well. It's a good pickup.
Yeah, I mean, these are strong pickups all over the place. No one's saying they aren't. I just, you know... At the very least, I would have preferred someone a little more interesting top lane.
That's true. Although we do get... I'm assuming that's Trundle jungle. In place of the Poppy.
Trundle support.
Support? That could be.
And Ace grabs Lux. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
I guess Nico's kind of similar to Lux in basically every ability.
For White Wolf, we're still looking at jungle and mid? Not mid. Jungle and support. Unless it's Lux support, which is possible. And for the other side with Blitzkrieg, we're looking at mid lane and support. Unless Trundle's going somewhere weird.
Yeah, Trundle could be flex support, maybe. I would probably say it's jungle at this point, but you never know.
I wonder if the Swain ban is something kind of misleading. Because White Wolf's getting the first pick. So maybe they're trying to hint that Wishbone is going Lux bot. We do see a couple of mid lane targets here, so if that's bait, it certainly worked.
Yeah, it's hard to... I guess if I were in their position, I would just still ban mid laners because of the flex possibility. Although by doing so, you might have solidified Lux mid. It's interesting for sure. We'll see how it plays out, but...
They do manage to get the Skarner, which is interesting. Skarner was banned the first game in place of where the Vel'Koz was banned here. So we have Morgana, more than likely support, and a float on the Victor. Now a float on the Syndra. Syndra mid. Alright. And we'll see where the Lux is going.
Yeah, this is the big question. Depends on what Wishbone's comfortable on, what they need. I think they have a decent front line, so it could be Lux support. Yeah, that's going to be Tristana mid, right?
I would think so. Interesting.
I kind of like it, actually. I think it's a good pick. And it makes sense that they would try to last pick it in case, you know, it gets hard countered. But I think Tristana into Syndra is fine.
And not something that would have been banned. So.
Yeah.
All right. So we've had some interesting off-color yordles in this these two games today, with the Poppy in game 1 and now the Tristana in game 2. We have some comments that Trundle feels kind of useless with this lineup. Not sure how
Yeah,
I feel about that.
I mean, you go mid. What Tristana jumps out. I'm not sure about Kaisa. Kaisa's probably fine. Ornn is Ornn. Skarner could just pull you if he starts to get too cheeky with the Trundle.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, I forgot about actually the alt stealing stats for Trundle. Um, and I think it's a good point that Ornn might be the best choice for that. But Skarner would be a good second.
Yeah, I mean that could certainly be a surprising swing. A lot of a lot of the abilities on Blitzkrieg, looking at these champs, can lead to big swings in team fights. Because Syndra's got her delete button.
Hmm.
Trundle can do his stat stealing and also just kind of slow things down with his ice pillar. Misfortune's ult, of course, and Darius' ult, of course. Not to mention a big Morgana ult if Smokey manages to get into her proper position. So there's some scary swings that Blitzkrieg can engineer.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
not so much on the side of White Wolf. I think that their ultimate blowing strategy, if they play similarly to last game, may actually work better because Lux's ult is kind of just fire and forget, and Skarner can blow his ult to actually lead into a safer area, rather than blowing everything on one target and collapsed on.
Hmm.
So maybe, I mean, I'd prefer to see White Wolf be a little more disciplined with their ultimates, but it's possible that they could just go ham again and be fine.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're going to work. Hopefully, they work to play around the Skarner ult. That one's definitely a game changer. They got a bunch of picks in the first game,
Hmm.
and Skarner just kind of takes that to the next level. Um, they don't necessarily need to blow all their ults if Skarner gets on somebody, because they're going to be locked down for 2-3 seconds, and they have plenty enough damage to pop someone before they get out of there. So
My only main concern for White Wolf's team right now is that they have less answers to Misfortune than they did before. For the sake of interrupting her ult, I mean. They had like a good Sejuani angle last time. They had the Ornn
mhm.
ultimate, but I mean, unless Skarner is just going to make a beeline for Misfortune in every fight, I think that they're going to have to be quicker on their feet to get away from those ultimates than they were last time.
I mean, he did it last time on a Sejuani, just beeline straight for him.
Right?
Maybe that's the game plan. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, Tristana ult, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But otherwise, yeah, it's kind of tough. Um,
Well, we'll see what
it's
happens. Going into our second game of the night, last game before playoff chances get really spicy. So let's hope it's a great game and let's slap in for the skin analysis. I think Ace has a Triss skin.
the free one.
Yeah.
Vervain didn't pick the Prestige edition before, right? Oh, that
No,
was fast.
it was Prestige last time also.
It was Prestige? Okay.
Wow, that was fast. You're right. I think I'll give it to White Wolf this time.
Yeah, I will too.
I think there are better Trundle skins. I'm not sure what they are, but I think there are better ones. And better Morgana skins as well, maybe. And I mean, Thunderlord Ornn,
Yep.
always going places.
Solid.
Alright, managed to get ahead in the queue there. All
Hmm.
set up, and we're ready to roll.
Pretty much 5 point again.
Mm-hmm. I like this Skarner skin quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh,
It's
Ace
one of
might
my
be
favorite
having
Skarners.
a little bit of trouble there. I don't know. Should White Wolf have lost points because of Riot Girl Tristana? It's just
Maybe.
so...
It's better than nothing.
It is. Is it though?
If barely. It's fine. I
It's
don't think it detracts enough from the rest of them.
yeah. Well, everyone knows me. I'm not a huge fan of the joke skins, so baseball Trundle is a
Yeah,
number of points down.
I don't mind the joke skins, but Little Slugger just never did it for me.
A free skin is still a skin. Not disputing free skins, it's just if everyone has a skin, is it a skin? When everyone is Riot Girl Tristana, no one will be. That's how the quote goes, right?
Yes, then it's just Tristana.
Yeah. Kind of like how no one plays Gangplank with his default appearance because it's awful. Thanks, Riot. Man, once again, we're talking about Riot's dropped lore. Ooh, nice root there.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a good one. So far, even top lane, Blitzkrieg coming out to an early lead.
Yeah, this is very similar to actually what we saw in Game 1 top lanes especially. Greatbeard being a little less aggressive this time, but still getting pushed in. J-Dog actually going into the jungle. He did not do this Game 1. Puts a deep ward. Well, maybe not a deep ward, but a ward.
I'm not sure what the Trundle Skarner matchup is, but I'm assuming they're saying, hey, you know, if Trundle comes in here, he's just going to whack me, so if you could help out with the ward.
Big
Oh, sorry,
exchange
that was the wrong team. Even still.
Big
just
exchange of
noticed the
summoners
colors.
in the mid lane, but Ace manages to get out. Because he's Tristana, and that's what Tristana does.
Much like Trundle, I'm trolling here, looking at these wards. Yeah, they probably just wanted to get a beat on Skarner, which I think they will. Yeah, they just saw him.
A lot of pings there. So, will Pistol try to take advantage? It looks like he will. Ace is here to help, though. This is very similar to what we saw in Game 1. Darius is here, though, this time. Pistol does steal the crab.
Odin moving down.
Ace does a good kind of sidestep there to try to get into a better position. Jumps behind his durable friends. So that is the first blood. Mixlink actually in a little bit of trouble here. Greatbeard of Odin needs to come and help out. Does. Good team play by both sides.
Yeah, just a 3v2 in favor of White Wolf there. It's too bad Brandana couldn't roam up, but...
Yeah, this bot lane's a little scary. Smokey been landing some good snares, though those ranged minions have vexed them.
You know, the downside with Morgana Q being as big as it is, that it hits literally everything, including the minions.
Including the moon. Alright, looks like we got Dragon coming up in about 20 seconds here. We'll see if they decide to do a quick take on that. Pistol Crab has been very present at all of these objectives so far, with taking both of the crabs. Just killing his own kind. Yep, looks like it's going to be an attempt at a solo dragon here. Does have bot lane coming to help out.
Yeah, that was a good push by them. Make a little bit of space so they could get up to the dragon. I think they'll be able to take this.
Mixlink coming in hot, though.
That's true, bot lane coming up as well.
Does do a little poke. It probably won't be quick enough, but maybe they'll get a kill out of this. Wishbone actually taking a lot of damage and has no mana to speak of. Ace is here, too. A lot of flashes being blown. All 3 flashes. Ooh, great play there, though. Wishbone has to flash to avoid getting taken out. Good stun, though. They might get Brandana here. Brandana does not have any escapes available. Ace is given the kill. That might have been a mistake, though, because it led to him being a little out of position. And will they get tilted big here? Lots of flashes going around. Big roots. That's one down. One ADC falls. Ravane is going to get taken out from the backside here. Mixlink does manage to pick out Smokey, though.
This is insane. What is going on?
Gore and violence. That is what's going on.
More blood for the blood god.
To borrow a quote from some streamers I've been watching lately. Both teams woke up today and chose violence.
Yeah, I thought Blitzkrieg was just going to take Dragon and walk away, but yeah, didn't happen. They chose, like you said, violence. Pretty even trade, all things considered.
Yeah. Ace being very aggressive, though, I don't know if he has the durability to back that up, especially once Brandana hits 6. That might be why he's being a little aggressive here, is because he's trying to get that kill in.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you pressure him out before 6. Once Syndra hits 6, it's going to be really hard for him to do.
See how aggressive he decides to be. Syndra's going to level in the next minion or kill or two. Minion kill or two. There it is. Alright. But Blow does not quite have the range of that. Nace is immediately playing safe.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah,
those...
as long as...
Go ahead.
As long as Brandana has mana and his push, he'll be perfectly safe in this lane.
I was going to say, for those who don't know, Ace used to play Syndra quite a lot. So he's very aware of what she can do and when. Do have a possible gank here. See if they're going to be able to pull that out or not. Here he comes. Ace is just going to bounce away.
Yeah.
Oh, fight in the bot lane as well. Wishbone in a lot of trouble. This get taken out. Ravane does get Tilted Pig, though. Won't get Smokey the Bear, though, I don't think. Morgana's surprisingly durable.
Mm-mm.
So, take a quick look at the gold here. Yeah, about what you would expect given the stats. That one extra assist helping Misfortune have a slight edge. But
yeah,
much more equal in the bot lane than it was game 1.
Yeah, kills going on Ace this time, rather than Mixlink's Poppy from last game. That's going to pay off later. Tristana's pretty strong.
And the Yordles
right now?
Yordles are coming to the Runeterra and taking our kills.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have a Lulu go 10-1 next game. Just wait. What a waste that would be.
Don't put that evil on us. Nobody wants to see a Lulu game.
Alright, how about Teemo? 15
That's fine.
and 2.
I like Teemo. Teemo can stay.
Teemo can stay. Well, here comes Mixlink. He does have ultimate available. J-Dog blows the flash already. That, yeah, I mean, that's just... He actually just... That was interesting by Mixlink. They do manage to get the kill, but... If J-Dog had saved that flash, he could have gotten out of there, I think.
Maybe. It's tough, right? The Skarner ult, the Ornn ult. It's... You know, maybe you make an argument to save flash. I don't know.
That's what I would have
It felt
done.
kind of doomed.
You're probably going to get grabbed anyway. Maybe you flash when you feel the grab coming. Mistime it a little bit. And then get some funny glitch where you're still grabbed, but you're 10 feet further away. Ace might get jumped here by Brandana. He does. Was he looking? I don't think he was looking. Oh.
Ooh. Hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Those are the worst kind of kills. Oh, Smokey reminding us the stopwatches are OP and call our congressmen. Wishbone gets taken out. Ravane will get Smokey here, but at what cost? Suddenly Misfortune's getting fed again. Mixlink looking for a dive here. They do summon the Rift Herald. Mixlink is going to try to box away J-Dog, so it's going to be Dragon for Blitzkrieg, but first turret. Plus plates, in fact.
Yeah, got all the plates there. That's really good.
For Wolf.
What a 1.7k gold lead right now for Blitzkrieg. Or,
Will Skillet get another hit? Does! Wow, that's a lot. It's very good. Ideal Herald there for sure. Alright, so where do we stand here? Like you said, there's a gold lead now for for White Wolf. I'm not sure if they have any sort of team fight momentum, though, going for them right now.
Yeah, we're actually kind of in a similar spot to last game.
Ooh, good interrupt there.
Yeah. White Wolf Gaming has the gold lead, but Blitzkrieg has the dragons. Last game, the team with the dragons didn't pull it out, but that's still a really good position to be in. We once again have Cloud Soul, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah, if we could have Lux lasers going every 6 seconds as opposed to every 7 seconds. What a horrible world to live in.
although Syndra ults every, however long that ends up being, I guess, if they get all the clouds, like that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, there's a couple of high impact ults here. Mostly Misfortune, Syndra, and then like Skarner, Lux, and Ornn, I guess. The Skarner pulls being even more frequent would be terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they got up to Soul, that's 4 Cloud Drakes they're stacking too, which is just bad news.
Well, we are getting ahead of ourselves.
True.
See
Only
what
12
happens.
minutes in.
He's doing some nice little field goaling there, but is going to get pinched between these 2 high damage characters. Very interesting.
I like the gumption there. He knew he was dead.
Yeah.
He got the reset. May as well go for the kill, but yeah.
And meanwhile, Odin is just bouncing on J-Dog here. Oh, missed a kill there.
That was a really good binding.
Oh, good binding in return, though, by Wishbone. Ravain trying to jump in here on Tilted Pig. Good Chains does manage to get there. Here comes the teleport. Can Great Beard of Odin clean any of this up? Might get smoky. 2 teleports, actually. Ooh. Big laser. The biggest laser. And now will they push in this turret? Syndra is coming to loop in from behind, but Brandan actually changes their mind.
It was a really nice pillar from Pistol Crab. I don't know if you caught that. He put it up in front of Ornn before the dash, so Ornn didn't get the full dash range. He had to go around. It's kind of a wasted ability. That was really nice.
Pistol Crab's been doing some great stuff with that pillar. Interrupting the Ornn, interrupting the Tristana's jump. Some very aware play. Nice job.
Yeah, you can
here.
tell you've played it. He's played Trundle before, you can tell. It's these little things that kind of give it away.
Big suppression there, good knockback. Mixlink, I think you're being too nice here. We've seen several times where Mixlink specifically does not go for the kill. He's like, here, mid laner, here, ADC. And that kind of screws up the flow of the fights a little bit. I'm sure lots of people appreciate that, but it's going to bite them in the butt sooner or later.
Yeah, as long as he's not getting back. It's similar to Poppy, right? He doesn't need 7 kills. But getting 1 or 2 at the beginning, it does go a long way to, kind of ramping him up into becoming this just terror.
Scary Scorpion.
Yeah.
Alright, next dragon in less than a minute. See what we can see. Not really any vision on it either, except for this one ward from Blitzkrieg. But Tilted Pig is here. So we'll shut down this Skarner tower. But Mixlink isn't happy about that. Everyone collapsing in on this Misfortune. Great Black Shield there, but it's not enough. But once again, kind of an unnecessary usage of the ult there from Great Beard of Odin.
Yeah, a little bit. Still, I mean, they're not going to be team fighting, I think, anytime soon, so I don't hate it too much. They did end up getting the kill on Tilted Pig, which is really good. They should be able to secure Dragon here.
Yeah, looks
All
like,
in all, not too much lost.
looks like Blitz is letting them have it, so... Oh, but Ace gets the stun, good snare, good everything, and there
Good
goes
night.
Ace.
Just Syndra things.
Just
Plus
Morgana
Morgana.
and Syndra things.
Yeah, that's
The
really terrible combo to play against.
two Night Sisters. Ooh, good snare there. Another really good Black Shield. Keeping Pistol Crab alive just a little bit more. Great jump in there by Odin, though, and that's going to be a dead Syndra.
don't know if they needed the Skarner out there, but they did secure the kill. It's hard to complain. Brandana doesn't have flash for like another minute and a half or so.
J-Dog does have teleport available, so could have some sneakiness here. Ace is heading up there to contest the Darius. Might have another turret here. Ooh, good damage from Mixling.
Ace chasing J-Dog down here.
Alright, that'll be what we will watch, because it looks as though everyone's going to get away. Well, maybe not. No, it looks like they will. Alright. So
Committing the flash even.
Ooh, good ward.
Okay.
Oh,
Good kiting. He might, yeah. Yeah.
And we missed
Not
the
even
kill
close.
on Wishbone, but whatever. Can't be everywhere at once, folks. Ornn ult misses Pistol Crab. Mixlink gets taken out. Smokey runs headfirst into a lot of trouble. And this Kai'Sa's getting kills. Both ADCs actually, 6, X, and 5. See the goal differential here. Kai'Sa with a slight lead now. Probably thanks to some shutdown gold or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mid
I
lane,
think-
Ace actually
yeah.
up in mid lane because of those 2 kills. Top lane, yeah, Darius has died a lot, but he also needs to get a little bit more involved in these team fights, I think. We've seen Greatbeard of Odin has been involved in multiple team fights, whereas Darius has mostly stayed up top and split push. Ooh, Wishbone just deleted.
That's another one.
Can Greatbeard of Odin take out Brandana single-handedly? The damage output just isn't there, and now the
Oof.
turnaround binding. Good flash.
It's unfortunate. You know, they saw the 2v1. Thought they could get Brandana, but no. The turnaround.
And that's one of the reasons why I think we like seeing Greatbeard of Odin on characters like Urgot instead. Because
Yeah.
you have these champions that deal damage and fit a lot more into his playstyle. But clearly he's comfortable with Ornn against Darius, so that's what he plays. Especially with Urgot being banned.
Yeah, and he did well. Laning
Oh, yeah.
phase. And he's roaming around now with his team while we've been seeing J-Dog mostly split pushing. Which is, I think, exactly where you want Ornn to be anyways. So that's good. Just didn't pan out there.
Ornn roaming with his team, handing out free presents. Who wants
Ornn
a
candy.
fancy new hat? Alright. Dragon up in a minute 40, so all this posturing by Dragon Pit is probably going to fizzle out or lead to a reduced amount of farming from the rest of the team. Ace getting bullied a little bit here. There's going to be a guillotine coming. Nice knockback. Oh, he doesn't have a ward. Oh,
Oh.
very close there, J-Dog.
Yeah.
Almost had a chance. Those bushes can lead to so much confusion, though. So the AI does whatever it wants when you hit attack move.
It's actually going to be it's a good idea for Ace to go side lane against Darius because at level 12, 13 now on Tristana, his attack range is pretty large, so it's really easy for him to kite out of Darius's Q and pull range.
We have an ultimate trade here in the jungle. Misfortune ult countered by the Greatbeard of Odin ult, and that's a dead 1. That's a dead 2. And Ace wants more. Probably won't get it. 48 seconds, so those kills, while nice, won't really stop interference in the Dragon from either side. Both sides should still be at full strength once Dragon starts.
Even still, it's free real estate.
Also, a lot of ults are down now for a significant period of time. Misfortune ult, which is always really big in these Dragon fights, goes down. Greatbeard of Odin's ultimate is taken offline. I don't even think Mixlinks will be up. Yeah, 52 seconds on Mixlinks. Well, maybe. Depending how long the fight is drug out. So, we'll see how the fights go without those key ultimates, assuming there is a fight to be had at all. Blitzkrieg may just be content to let this one go also, as they did with the last one.
Yeah, they may try to go for a steal, but no, really this should be White Wolf's Dragon, should they want it.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not a lot of enthusiasm from either side here. Ooh, nice little snare there by Wishbone. It would have been good with a follow-up laser, but it just backs out.
A lot of posturing from both of these teams, but not a lot going on yet.
Yeah, Great Beard of Odin
Both of them looking for angles.
Great Beard of Odin kind
Yeah.
of low health, also. We've seen that go poorly for White Wolf in the past. Ravane is wisely hanging back. No one wants to start the dragon. No one wants to even look at the dragon. Dragon's like, come on, guys. Somebody kill me. What you guys want to do, isn't it? Ace clears out the ward, which wasn't really doing anything anyway, but something to do. Oh, Great Beard of Odin gets grabbed. Here comes the go in. Big damage. This tank is not looking tanky at all anymore, and that gives Pistol Crab the opportunity to rush in. There's a lot of squishies there looking for an axe. Ooh, good snare there as well. Once again, no follow-up laser. Here comes the laser. Only hits Tilted Pig. Big damage. The Misfortune ult is back in town. J-Dog gets taken out by Great Beard of Odin's turnaround here. Brandana's taken very low. Ravane tries to go forward. Wishbone takes out Tilted Pig. Mixling takes out Smokey the Bear. Pistol Crab's in a reasonable position, and everyone's pretty weak. Good knockback by Ace, though. Doesn't look like he's willing to chase, though. That was a very strange fight.
Yeah, it was. I was going to say before the fight started, I liked that Blitzkrieg was kind of taking their time. They waited for their ults to come back up. So they had everything in that fight, I think, at the beginning of it. But unfortunately, they just couldn't do anything with it. A lot of people low, but not dead.
Yeah,
They're still low, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, going home's a good idea, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
They'll probably ward variant leave.
The saying "home is where the heart is" an implication that you should go home and heal. Pick up some hearts.
Good call. Yeah, and since they didn't leave now, right away Blitzkrieg gets into Baron vision control. Gonna take all the plants.
Take all the plants. Oh, Ravane might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh.
Does lose the red buff also.
Oh, that was that a smite? It was a good smite.
Ooh, nice long distance laser there from Wishbone. Ace hops over the pillar. Dead turret though. Gold lead about 4K. So kind of like you said, very similar notes being struck in this game too, but for the other side. Maybe we're seeing a red buff power spike today.
That was an insane pillar.
Red side power spike. Yeah, Pistol Crab's been doing some work with those pillars. Great job by both junglers today so far.
I don't know if Mixlink was going for the ult. I don't know how long the range is on Skarner's ult. I feel like he might have been able to pull him through the pillar still if he wanted to. Maybe not, though.
Nope. Mixlink actually diving into a 4-on-1 and gets taken out.
Yeah.
Power awards. Good knock up there on Tilted Pig. Actually a dash back. They do manage to take out J-Dog. Everyone just kind of awkwardly walks out. Massive laser coming in. Tilted Pig is very low. Will they get any sort of follow-up? Maybe not. Wishbone could get a good snare. No.
Lux laser there wrecking Tilted Pig. He was standing still in the middle of his ult. He got hit by it and he could just immediate 50% health.
Yeah, it was, it's one of those things, you do that and it kind of puts, oh, big stun here, Ace is going to go down. I like how he's got the Hex Drinker almost specifically for a little more durability against the Syndra.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an item he's going into as well, but just that's silly seeing the, oh, here's a little more magic protection.
I'm sure he'll finish, was it Maw?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll finish it. Syndra is one of his greatest threats at this point. If you can survive that initial onslaught, he can at least stay back and possibly heal up. But he needs to live first, and Hex Drinker will get him there.
Once again, J-Dog is split pushing. Ace being dead means there's no one going to contest just yet. 90 seconds left till the next dragon. Big push in the middle. Darius may be maneuvering up. J-Dog grabbing the jungle minions right now. 70 seconds to the next dragon.
just struck me that Lux is pretty much their only source of magic damage on the side of White Wolf. That makes it kind of easy for the tanks to itemize.
It is, but that
Although
also
Lux does
means-
hit hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lux hits
Yeah.
like a truck, and a truck that comes by every 30 seconds or so to run you over again.
That's true. Yeah, and they are stacking drakes, so it is going to come a little sooner than it normally would. But it still is a support Lux, and
30
she's
seconds
gonna be
every
capped.
ult right now. Ace in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Does not get executed, but now Mixlink has jumped in here. They've grabbed J-Dog. He's going to go down pretty easily. Ravane gets the kill. Collapse on Pistol Crab as well. Smokey is there to try to help. Nice black shield. There is the flash. Couple of ultimates thrown down. But I love the disengage from Blitzkrieg here. When the casters show up, there's like a line drawn in the sand.
Yeah, it's really hard for White Wolf still to keep pushing. You know, when there's a Syndra throwing orbs at your face, or Trundle throwing Pillar up, Morgana Q's flying out.
Ooh, Ravane thought about going in, but immediately regrets it. Ornn is actually going to go down here. We do
That's
have
a nice catch.
teleport that is spotted for sure. Ace, I don't know if you can go in there.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was a mistake. Dragon is taken though. Oh, 1,000 gold going over to J-Dog. That is huge. And definitely not worth the dragon, I'd say.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the soul is worth that. Was it 700 gold?
I don't recall what the gold distribution is on that.
Yeah, it's 700 bounty on Darius. They're now at Soul Point. Or coming up to Soul Point, and lost the team fight after that. That was a really curious jump in by Ace on Tristana there after the teleport. It kind of felt like sunk cost fallacy at work there. After committing the teleport, definitely knew all 4 members were there. Did get a kill, I guess. Might have been a little bit, it might have been pretty close to being able to jump back out again, but not against this team. There's just really no conceivable way you live there.
It's possible that he might have been seeing it as a stall tactic, just to make sure Dragon wasn't interrupted at all, but Dragon basically died as he was doing that.
Yeah, they were already pretty much done with it, and they knew that White Wolf was pulling back. Or sorry, they knew that Blitzkrieg was pulling back. So I don't know. Hopefully that kill was worth it.
Yeah, maybe he was just that much gold away from an item.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm just gonna die. 28 seconds per Lux ult now. Not even level 3 yet. Check out the gold distribution. ADCs are basically equal now. Top lane basically equal now. Mid lane Ace is a slight lead. So everything's equalizing a little bit here. Big laser though, but a good stun as well. Amazing flash by Wishbone to get out of there.
Yeah, great flash. If this was a mid lane Lux, Brandana is dead for sure. So very lucky if Lux doesn't have the items to finish that kill. That could have been really bad.
Yeah.
Well,
all the skill shots miss. Good little snare there. I think Mixlink is durable enough to just turn around though, yeah. We do have a big Ornn teleport coming here. This could be a massive collapse. Syndra's a little out of position here. Here comes the Ornn ult with the knockup. They're all just focusing on Pistol Crab. Do get him. A little bit of a snow there on Tilted Pig. I'm not sure if that was the right place to go with the Ornn ult, but the choice was made. Smokey very low. Tilted Pig manages to take out, thanks to that massive ult. Double kill on the Kaisa, but they're so deep. Wishbone's in the backline. The Darius kill. Wishbone is taken low. Triple kill on the Darius now. I think that was the use of the Tilted Pig was just dealing so much damage there again.
yeah. It kind of looked good at first for White Wolf, and Tilted Pig, he played out of his mind there, popped off. The whole team did, actually. They did a really good job navigating that fight.
Yeah, I would really like to see Ornn hold on to those ultimates. We've seen time and again that he's kind of popping them when they've almost got the kill secured already. And an Ornn ultimate saved until Misfortune started using her ult, or just before. Slammed into that tight space here near blue buff would have been great. But instead it was already used to lock down a kill that was already mostly secured.
Yeah, it's kind of the refrain we've seen in the last 2 games here. It's using ults that may not be necessary. Seems like they could be winning these fights if they had them, but oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Wishbone's getting caught a little bit also. 4 and 7. Both supports dying a lot again. We saw that last game. We're seeing this again.
I imagine she was going for wards. They didn't really have anything there.
Sure.
Kind of dark. But yeah, you can't be walking up as Lux. Really, you're just not going to live, as you saw. Like, she got popped. And since she's the only source of AP on that team, it's actually kind of important to stay alive at this point because she needs to put out some damage.
This Darius is so durable right now. 3,000 health plus. He's doing some nice split pushing then. Does have teleport available. J-Dog going back. I don't know if he'll be able to save this turret in time. Ace is just mowing it down. Ace is just going to get this turret too. Might want to run though. Yeah. Oh, lots of jumping in over here also. Syndra taken very low and just absolutely gone. Will they get another one? Misfortune's ult comes out, but they don't maintain it. Great Black Shield. Good little jump up there by Pistol Crab. Don't know how much more of a chase they want to do here, though Tristana is coming and J-Dog does have teleport available, so got to keep an eye out for that.
I was kind of hoping that Ace would stay in topside. I feel like he matches pretty well against Darius with the range advantage. And
we'll see what happens here. There is a
pressure on
teleport
there.
coming in behind everyone here. Smokey pops in with that ultimate, with that damage. The laser misses everything, and now J-Dog's here. Doesn't quite get the guillotine, though. So that guillotine is not going to be something Wishbone has to look out for, but Wishbone has to look out for just the fact that there's a Darius with a big old axe coming at her. And... hold, and dead. And then there was Ace.
Yeah. That was a team fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was some.
Again, just really hectic. Guess just Blitzkrieg came out on top. There's not much to say about it, really.
Yeah, I'd like to see Wishbone doing a little bit better with the laser ultimates.
Yeah.
When they've been landing, they've been very impactful, but she's had a couple of poorly angled ones. And it's been... I mean, I would not say that is the deciding factor in the fight, but when you get hit by a Lux laser and lose half your health, there's definitely a psychological impact that can throw off the rest of your encounter in the game. Ravane almost gets spotted there. Does take out the control ward.
Yeah, it's just, once again, kind of like last game, where now the team that wasn't stacking dragons is coming back. Like, it's really interesting to me how much of a mirror this game is. Although I do feel like they're missing the Sejuani. Although Skarner and his ult are great, they don't have anyone to run at MF, and MF is allowed to just tear through them. Like we had talked about earlier, there's just not much to interrupt that. So once she starts going, it's you're just taking the damage.
And we're kind of once again seeing the detriment of the Ornn ultimate, because in a lot of ways, you want ultimates that can be kind of reactive, and Ornn's ult isn't really reactive. I mean, it can be, obviously, but it
can be. Yeah.
It requires a lot of game sense to be able to tell when the right time to pop it is. As opposed to some more go-ahead ultimates that can just kind of be, oh, they're doing this, I'm using my ult. We do have J-Dog jumping in here, going right at Ravane, who wisely flashes out. Wishbone flashes as well. Rapier Boat and Mega taken out. Lots of flashes being blown, actually, but they do manage to get out from it. J-Dog maybe being a little too aggressive there, but he's so tanky it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was a good escape by Odin, actually. If he got caught there, they would have had a really hard time defending this push, but now he's going to be able to go back, heal back up again, and he should have his ult, hopefully, before the next team fight. We'll see.
Ace could be in a little bit of trouble here. J-Dog jumping in on him.
Yeah, maybe not.
Do you have the jump? He does have the jump. Ornalt coming, misses everyone. Lux was taken out. J-Dog flashes to get onto Ace. The guillotine, I think it might have hit there, but it wasn't strong enough. So here, yeah, the guillotine did hit, but Ace was just a little too durable. That is the kill threshold. Max of 1,000 damage, deals 375 true damage. Alright, so it needs to be 375 or hemorrhage stacked. Rapier Bone does an interesting head bang down the wall.
Yeah.
I think this turret's going down, yeah. So we have 2 open lanes now, one in mid, one in top.
If I'm Blitzkrieg here, I think I try to back and pressure Baron.
Yeah, the Baron pressure is definitely something they should be thinking about. A lot of damage going on to the crab. I'd also like to see some more wards coming out of White Wolf because they got very few right now and they're all in the top side jungle.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point, it kind of feels like Skarner is going to live or die by their wards. Him running straight up the gut to try to pull someone isn't going to work anymore. Syndra just hits too hard. MF ult. You know, they just have too many tools to stop Skarner from doing what he wants to do, or at least kill him after he does.
Yeah, and Skarner's also only at 2,700 hit points as well, so...
Yeah.
Gotta look out for that. Dragon up in 18 seconds. There is a nice positioning here. Ravane, though, at half health. Any ability even coughed on her is going to kill her. So Ravane is going to have to be very careful positionally. But Dragon is here. Let's see what happens. Good Trundle tower right away there. Ace doing a little bit of damage. They decide to focus in on the Trundle. Pistol Crab already taking very low. There's a good Ornn ult. And now the damage is coming in. Stopwatch overpowered. Call your timer spin. J-Dog is in the thick of it, though. Takes out 1. Takes out 2. Takes out 3. He's not the one doing it, but his team is. Rapier Bone does manage to take out the Morgana. Wishbone is alone against J-Dog. That's not going to go well. Rapier Bone is alone against Brandana. That's not going to go... Well, maybe it will. Nope, but then J-Dog turns around. All right. Hey, guys, you know Darius is 12-8?
Yeah, hard to tell.
Just a fun fact I thought I'd share with everyone here.
That looked really good for White Wolf, but man, J-Dog on Darius just laying down the law.
Take a look at the gold. J-Dog is in first place right now. 17,000 gold. 3k gold differential between the teams. Another long one, another well-fought one. We do have the Soul now on Blitzkrieg. So once again, their ultimates are going to be shorter duration. That means we've got 46 seconds per delete button on the Sandra. Misfortune ult's going to be the other big one. Let's see what she's at. 80 seconds. Okay, that's not bad. Darius's guillotine 55 seconds. That it is what it is. Skarner ult at 60 and Lex ult at 28. Wonderful. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to look back at that team fight. I like the catch onto Pistol Crab. I don't know if it was going in for the fight 4v5 then was the play. It's easy for us as as casters, but to look back and say, well, maybe that wasn't the right play. But after you get Trundle, they don't have Smite Threat on Dragon, so they could have just pushed away or pulled back rather, and tried to kind of reset a little bit, and then reposture on Dragon in a better position. But instead, they fought in kind of a choke, and Syndra got some damage. The MF ult went off. And Darius was able to get a bunch of Qs in there. So it's really interesting how that played out.
We do have the Guardian Angel on Pig here. Pistol Crab beating on Great Beard of Odin. Mixlink, once again, we're seeing how squishy he is in, squishy in air quotes. Can get in, but can't survive after getting in. I thought it was interesting how in that last team fight they've spent all those resources killing the Trundle. I mean, obviously Trundle has to die at some point, but I feel like there's more intimidating targets, but
You're
that's who they chose to focus on.
you're right. With the dragon up, like right there, and Soul on the line, Trundle I think is a fine option. But again, like they had the kill before Ornn's ult went off, but then after Ornn's ult went off, they kind of went in on it, which is fine. That's good follow up. But I don't think it was necessary to fight there, even if it was a kind of good angle.
All right,
But
so,
I don't know. I'm just theorizing, right? Like
sure, of course.
it could have been worse. Who knows?
All right, so it looks as though the game will be decided on this Baron fight here. Mixling just rushes right in. Again, the lack of vision really hurting them. And about the same point that it hurt them last time as well, as White Wolf loses one member of the team right away. Ornn ult does manage to snag a little bit there, but the Baron has already been taken. Ravane alone gets deleted. Very Beard of Odin headbutts a wall again. Ace is going to be taken to pieces. Might get Tilted Pig, but only gets the Archangel. Greatbeard of Odin fighting one-on-one against Pistol Crab here. J-Dog coming to help, and when Darius is coming to help, you're in trouble. That's going to be a dead Ornn and game, I would have to imagine.
This is GG for sure.
So, incredibly well played by Blitzkrieg. Two very close games that they just managed to sustain, execute very well, and they are going to be a scary team to face in the playoffs next week.
Absolutely. First seed, is that right?
Yep.
Excellent.
All right, we'll check out some numbers, and it looks as though we have an interview with J-Dog. All right. Graphs. Very nice, very equal damage, surprisingly, from White Wolf. Probably not what you want to see when your ADCs plural, have the same damage output as an Ornn.
I think that says more about Ornn than
It might.
the ADCs. Yeah.
And yeah, worst vision score from White Wolf that game as well, which was a little kind of obvious, I think.
Yeah, a lot of those fights lost on, death brushes, getting caught warding. It's tough to see, but
yeah, now we have an interview with the Darius himself, J-Dog, so let's pop over there. J-Dog, congratulations on your 2-0.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so you're playing up against White Wolf, obviously a very scary team, and they took you guys strong into the mid game both times. How did you guys manage to stay focused over those long games?
Well, the biggest thing was just staying in comms. All of us reminding ourselves like we need to play it slow. We need to get to a point where our carries can actually be in a position to win team fights later on, and just trying to control tempo so that it didn't get out of hand and the leads that White Wolf had didn't snowball out of control.
And you had 2 games in a row where it was Darius versus Ornn. How do you feel about that matchup?
I hate it. Oh my god, it's so rough. Ornn's unkillable once he has Sunfire, basically, and it's like perma-scaling armor and MR, and you just can't kill him in lane. It's tough. And then the Skarner blowing my flash and killing me pretty early on made game 2 super tough.
But you did manage to persevere and be one of the driving forces to help you guys win that game too. So when do you personally find that Darius is online? Because there always seems to be moments in your games where you're playing Darius, you're doing, you're around, but you're not really impacting, and suddenly you get 4 kills. So when does that moment happen for you?
Darius, big spike at Stridebreaker. I mean, if you're not into a tank like Ornn and you have the Stridebreaker and you land that, short of something like a Triss that can just jump away, you can pretty much chase down anybody at that point, and solo kills are pretty easy to come by there. But in terms of team fighting, you really do need the Sterix and Mercs, otherwise you're sort of squishy. Stridebreaker really doesn't offer much in terms of defensive stats.
All right. Chaosix, you got anything?
Just wanted to note that it felt like I was watching Dragon Ball Z because, man, at the beginning you took a beating, and then every time you just pulled some really insane plays out of your pocket. Yeah. So GG's, yeah, that was some solid Darius play.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta tip the hat to my team though. I mean, they make it really easy to come back from a performance like that. I mean, both games it was just me sort of piggybacking off of what everyone else was doing to get myself back into it and get
Mhm.
those, get the multi kills that make me look good, even though it's them doing the work.
Hmm. Hey,
So
one thing we. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
One thing I noticed that we kind of commented on was you guys did a really good job. I think it was game two, at least, probably game one as well, where you would get engaged on. You guys would kind of pull back and throw skill shots as you're running away. I just wanted to comment that you guys did a really good job. Uh, disengaging when like ults were coming out, and then re-engaging after the ults were down. It was really interesting to watch. I think a couple of your fights ended positively for you guys based on that play. Whereas if you had just stayed and just went toe to toe with them, it probably wouldn't have ended as well. I was wondering if you guys like actually called that, or if you were just like running because you thought it was lost, and then we're like, wait, I see an opening.
Oh
Or
no. Yeah, it was a lot of okay, there's Ornar, we walk back. We just run straight line away from them, wait for them to use Ornar. Game one it was wait for them to use Sejar. And
Mhm.
then it's like, okay, who's out of position, who's too far forward, can we go back in, can we not? But yeah, every time you saw us running away, like when they started throwing things at us, it was always in comms like we're walking back, we're walking back. We can look for another opening, but we need to get away right now.
Yeah, I think it was game one. There was like specifically a confrontation in front of Dragon where you had three ults thrown at you, and the second they were popped, I think it was like Swain ult and Orin, like you were saying, and like the second it popped out, you guys just like walked away, and that's always just really impressive. Because sometimes you kind of get blood in your eyes and you want to just go destroy everybody, but it takes a lot of patience and it really pays off if you can do that. So it was cool to see.
Yeah, thank you.
So, I guess the last question to go up with, we have a very close race here for the fourth seed, and you guys
Hmm.
will be the first seed going in. So, which team would you most like to play in the playoffs?
Uh, Personally, I really want to play Phoenix. I don't think they showed us everything they had in our match last week. Really hoping to see them in the first week of playoffs. Just sort of see if they bounce back from that performance. And then this week as well, I'm excited to see them play. But I really feel like Eternal just has my number. I feel like I can't gain an advantage in that lane on my own. So I'm just personally really looking forward to that matchup.
All right. Well, we'll see if they manage to make it in. Once again, congratulations and good luck in the playoffs.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And so with that, that is the end of the first set of games. Now we get into the juicy stuff. Who is making it into the playoffs in the last two slots? Um, don't go anywhere, everybody. We will be right back for that.